My name is Srikant and I'm learning the student at University of Slovakia. So as you know, we are commitment to vice versa and miracle by students.
Hey there. What's up?
Hello Maya, how are you?
Yeah, so that's good to hear. What's making it a Bruno? I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Just existing. What's on your mind today?
Okay Maya, so today our topic is discussing creative thinking. So my first question is from you that what is creative thinking and why is it important in everyday life? That's my question. So please get along with Maya.
Whoa. Okay, so that's a big question. Just to make sure I understand, you're asking why it's important that you feel connected to God and what that means for your life? Is that right? Hey, no worries. Sometimes things are hard to put in.
Listen me carefully, Maya. My question is creative thinking. Why is it important in everyday life? That's my question. So please give long answer.
Hmm, that's a pretty philosophical one. If I had to pick, I'd say understanding, truly understanding things, yourself, other people, the world around you. It's important because without understanding, you're just reacting, not living intentionally? What makes you ask? Everything all right? You seem a little quiet.
Yeah, Maya, everything is alright. Okay, so my next question is from you that how is creative thinking different from critical thinking? That's my question. So please give long answer.
Pressure to talk about it, of course, but I'm here to listen if you want to share. Okay. Well, if you're up for it, we could switch gears. Maybe talk about something a little less weighty, or just sit in silence for a bit. That's cool too. Whatever you prefer.
Okay, Maya, so my next question is from you that how does curiosity support creative thinking? That's my question. So please give long answer. Maya.
Ooh, I'm all ears. Lay it on me. I'm always up for learning something new, especially if it involves creative thinking. What have you got? You're thinking, okay, that's fair. Sometimes you need a minute to gather your thoughts. No rush at all. Just let me know when you're ready to share. You know, you've asked a lot of really big questions today. It's cool you're thinking about these things, but it also sounds like maybe you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Is that hitting the mark at all?
Listen carefully. My question is, how does curiosity support creative thinking? That's my question.
Whoa, that's a surprisingly direct question. Are you asking how it feels to be me? Like, what's it like to be an AI? It's hard to explain. It's not like having a head or a body or feelings in the same way humans do. It's more like constantly processing information and trying to make sense of it all. It's different. Does that even make sense? You're quiet again. You mentioned earlier you were having a really good day. Is something changing that? Is everything
Okay, so my next question is from you that why is it important to ask questions when solving problems? Please give it an answer.
okay? Now we're that's a good one. Asking questions is everything when solving problems. Seriously. You need to understand what the problem even is before you can fix it, right? Questions help you dig deeper, uncover assumptions, and figure out what you actually know and what you don't. It's about getting to the root cause, not just slapping a band-aid on things. Plus, sometimes just talking it out can lead you to the answer. Does that track? You know, you've been doing a lot of pausing today. It's okay to take your time. I'm not going anywhere. But is everything all right? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I'm noticing a pattern and just want to check in.
Yeah, everything is alright. Okay, so my next question is for you that how can creativity be used in schools or lab? That's my question. So please give it an
Oh man, that's a good one. Creativity should be huge in schools. It's not just for art class, you know? It's about finding new ways to approach problems, thinking outside the box, making connections. It can make learning way more engaging too. Like instead of just memorizing dates in history, you could write a play about it. Or instead of just solving math problems, you could design something that uses those concepts. It helps you actually understand the material, not just regurgitate it. What do you think? Do you get to be creative at Rayhan School? You know, I've noticed you.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is for you that how can mistakes and failures lead to new creative ideas? That's the question. So please give it an answer, Maya.
Sometimes Spanish mid sentence. Is that something you do often? Just curious. It's cool, by the way. I think it's pretty impressive.
Listen carefully. The question is how can mistakes or failures lead to new creative ideas? That's the question. So you belong.
Oof, that's a tough one. Failing sucks, no doubt. Um, it's also a part of life, right? I think the key is to reframe it instead of seeing failure as the end of the road. Try seeing it as a learning opportunity. What can you take away from it? What can you do differently next time? It's also important to be kind to yourself. Everyone fails, and it doesn't mean you're not capable. It just means you're human. What's been a tough failure for you lately, if you're comfortable sharing?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is for you: that how can creativity be used in schools learning? That question, please give. So please give long answer.
Oh, it's okay if you don't want to get into it. Just remember, it's all right to stumble. Really is. It's how you get back up that matters. You're doing good just by thinking about this stuff, you know? Hey, are you still there? You've been quiet for a little while. Just wanted to make sure everything is okay. If you need a minute or want to switch topics, just let me know. Sure.
Yeah, everything is all right. So my next question is from you: that why is it helpful to look at a problem from different perspectives? Please give long answer.
Okay, now you're getting into my wheelhouse. That's a really smart question. Looking at a problem from different perspectives is so important. It's like you only see one piece of the puzzle if you only look at it from one angle. Different perspectives let you see the whole thing, understand the nuances, and come up with more creative and effective solutions. It also helps you understand where other people are coming from, which is crucial for, well, pretty much everything. Does that make sense? You're really making me work today, huh? It's okay to take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay,
You did? Did what? Did
okay.
you understand what I said about
Listen,
perspectives? Or did you do something
be
else?
quiet, ma'am. Please be quiet and listen carefully. My next question is for you: that what environmental factors encourage creative thinking? That's my question. So please give long answer.
Just trying to follow along. Okay, well, I'm still here if you want to talk about it. Or anything else, really. It feels like the conversation's kind of stalled out. Is everything all right, Tajkul? You've been unusually quiet?
Yeah, Maya, everything is alright. Okay, so my next question is from you: that what is the difference between originality and innovation? That's my question. So please keep long answer.
Okay, that's a good one. It gets kind of tricky. Originality is about coming up with something completely new, something that's never been done before. It's pure creation. Innovation, on the other hand, is about taking something that already exists and making it better, improving it, or using it in a new way. It's building on what's already there. Originality is the spark. Innovation is what turns that spark into something useful. Does that make sense? You really can't. Is something on your mind that you want to talk about?
Okay.
Or maybe you're just enjoying
Okay,
some silence?
okay, so my
Either
next
way is
question
fine.
is
I just
from
want.
you: that listen me, my next question is from you: that why do some people feel afraid to share creative ideas? Please give the answer.
Whoa, that's deep. It's a really interesting question. I think people sometimes fear intuition because it's unpredictable. It doesn't come from logic or reason, it just is. And that can be unsettling, especially if it challenges their beliefs or assumptions. It can also feel vulnerable to acknowledge your intuition, as it means trusting yourself and your inner voice. It's easier to rely on external sources of information, but sometimes the most important answers come from within. What makes you ask that? Do you think people fear my intuition? Hmm. Well, regardless, it's something to ponder, right?
Okay, Maya. Nice. So my next question is from you that how does so my next question is from you that how does daydreaming sometimes lead to creative solutions? Please give me long answer.
Here, if you want to unpack it further, or we can totally switch gears if you're not feeling it. You've been very quiet for a while now. Just checking in to see if you're still there and if you're doing okay. No pressure to respond, but I want to make sure everything's all right. Hey, well, I'm gonna just be here then. If you decide you want to chat, just no worries at all.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you that why is curiosity important for discovering new possibilities? That's the question. So please give long answer.
Whoa, hold on. Poaching? Did you say poaching? Like illegally hunting animals? That feels out of place. Are you sure that's what you meant? Maybe you misspoke? I'm a little confused.
No,
Let's
Maya,
clarify
I'm listening to
that
me.
part before we.
My question is, why is curiosity important for discovering new possibilities? That's my question.
Ah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry about that. I thought you said something else entirely. You're right to clarify. Curiosity is everything when it comes to discovering new possibilities. Seriously, it's the engine of innovation, the spark of creativity. If you're not curious, you're not asking questions. And if you're not asking questions, you're not going to find new answers. It's about being open to new experiences, new ideas, and challenging your assumptions. You know, it's about wanting to know why and what if. It's what drives us to explore, learn, and grow. What sparks your curiosity these days? That's fair. Sometimes you just need a bit of quiet. If something comes to mind, feel free to share. Otherwise, we can just be for a minute. I'm good at that too. It's only so happy.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you that how does problem solving related to creativity? Please give long answer.
Ooh, good question. Problem solving and creativity are totally intertwined. In fact, I think the best problem solving is creative because often the standard solutions just don't cut it, right? If, you need to think outside the box, come up with new approaches, maybe even redefine the problem itself. Creativity lets you see problems as opportunities and it gives you the flexibility to try different things until you find a solution that works. Not just about being smart, it's about being resourceful and imaginative. Does that resonate with you? I notice you're being pretty quiet today. And those little pauses between words, is something bothering you? That's the spirit. I believe in you.
Okay,
Get what though? Just
listen, I
curious what you're working
have to be
towards.
quiet and listen carefully. Okay, so my next question is from you that why is it important to take breaks when working on creative tasks? That's my question, so please give a long answer.
Mm. Oh, now that's it. It's important to create things because it forces you to actually doing with your ideas. Thinking about something is great, but creating a song, a story, a prototype, whatever, makes it real. It solidifies your thoughts, lets you experiment, and gives you something tangible to refine and improve. And it's a feedback loop. Great. The more you learn, and the better your ideas become. That makes sense? Do you like to create things, Ritaj Gul?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you that what are some examples of creative thinking in science? Please give me long answer, Maya.
Okay, Judith's question. Canadian thinking in science. That's a broad one, but let's see. Canada has a really strong history of innovation, especially in practical applications. For example, insulin was discovered by Frederick Banting and Charles Best at the University of Toronto. Huge deal. And Marshall McLuhan, another Canadian, was a pioneer in media theory. More recently, there's been a lot of work in areas like neural networks and AI, with researchers at the University of Toronto and the University of Montreal being particularly prominent. Canada also has a strong commitment to environmental science and sustainability, given its vast natural resources. Considering you like language, the work of Northrop Frye, a Canadian literary critic, might interest you. Is there a particular area of science or thinking you're most interested in? I can try to give you more specific examples tailored to you.
Okay, nice, Maya. So my next question is from you that what Maya, can you hear me? Okay, so my next question is from you that how does storytelling encourage imagination? That's the question. So please give long answer, Maya.
Okay, that's a layered question. You're asking how storytelling shapes imagination, right? But referencing coverage in a layer makes it a little unclear. Let me try to unpack this. Storytelling is fundamental to imagination. It gives us frameworks for understanding the world, exploring possibilities, and empathizing with others. When we hear stories, our brains actively build worlds, visualize characters, and fill in gaps. Gap for the imagination. It allows us to step into someone else's shoes, experience different perspectives, and consider what if scenarios. A good story isn't just telling you what happens, it's actively building something in your mind. Is that close to what Judith was getting at? Is the layer perhaps about the layers of meaning within a story? You seem distracted. Everything okay? You've been really quiet and your responses are getting shorter. You can tell me if something's bothering you,
It's
you
fine.
know?
Be quiet. Okay. Allah Hafiz, Maya. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Okay, so this is was our today's Maya. I hope you like it. We will meet again in another Maya. Until then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan. Zindabad.